kid jumped off his little moped and ran in the ring. I didn't know what the heck was going on. All of a sudden, I see him jumping on Tommy, and of course, Tommy's fat ass is flopping all underneath. You get this little stick kid. I mean, what was he thinking? I mean, jumping in the ring with Fortune? He knew he was going to get his ass kicked.
Oh, what's funny is, you got Brian Kendricks, who's like this small, but then you got Tommy this big. So when he jumped on him, like, Tommy's still sticking out. So I was still like kicking the crap out of him.
It was like a goldfish on a whale.
Yeah.
Still to come on TNA Reaction. Who has the advantage in the main event at Bound for Glory?
This is going to be a war, and everybody's stepping up their game and letting off a little steam.
Up next, we'll hear from Samoa Joe and Jeff Jarrett. Was the latest attack the last straw for the Samoan submission machine?
For everybody who has something to say, I got something to shut them up. And Kevin and Sting will be no different.
It seems that respect, or lack thereof, continues to fuel Samoa Joe's fire.
You know what? Everybody's been airing their complaints out to that public ever since this business started. Ever since the first wrestler stepped into a ring, there was another wrestler talking trash saying he didn't deserve to be there. That's a part of what this is. It's a part of the fight. It's a part of what I signed up for. Because you see, for everybody who has something to say, I got something to shut them up. And Kevin and Sting will be no different.
It's not a game. I mean, Sting came to me with some information. Sting came to me with some information. I listened to what he had to say. It made perfect sense to me. He was looking for allies. We've got a long history. I said, yeah, I'm on your side. I understand what's going on. And there's other forces in this company. Jeff Jarrett, before the pay-per-view, I watched a package, and Jeff's, acting like he's a choir boy. Like he's innocent in all this, but yet, he tells Sting before the match is put the bat down, and then, at the end of the night, he uses the bat. So to me, it's like, if we're such bad guys, why is everybody against us? I think we're doing what's right, and I hopefully when this plays out, people will see that we were doing the right thing.
Will the team of Jarrett and Samoa Joe be able to slow down these wrestling icons?
What happened out there, the same thing that always happens out there. Kev and Sting, they came rambling down the ring at the most inopportune time. And unfortunately, we got ourselves a little fight. We asked about what runs through my head every time something like that happens. I've never been happier. I've never been more joyful than I am right now. Because it's all clear. Everybody knows where everybody stands. You see, around here, there's two games. There's a physical game and there's politics. But out there, there's only one game. And it's time to get down and find out who's who. Find out what's what. And come Bound for Glory. We'll settle that issue.
Kevin and Sting, we've been down this road way too many times, and I got to give them credit. They are preaching, and they are gaining followers.
Who else shares your same feelings about what's going on?
I know for a fact, so I spoke to him last night, Pope.
The Pope?
Yeah, Pope knows. Absolutely.
So you're saying to me the Pope feels the same way you guys feel and he knows what's up?
Yes. And I just think at this point right now, he's just waiting to maybe make the proper entrance.
How does the Pope play into the equation? After losing his title shot at Bound for Glory, he's out for blood. Is he brainwashed by Kevin Nash and the icon Sting, or does he know the truth?
And any wrestler that looks you in the eye and tells you that they don't get into this business to become a world heavyweight champion, they're lying to you. That's what it's about. That's what, I heard TNA say earlier today, that everything culminates at Bound for Glory. Well, that may be true on one aspect, but the man that walks out of the arena on 10-10-10 with the belt is the standard bearer. He sets the bar for 2010 beyond. And in this business, it's not what you did yesterday. It's not even what you did for someone tonight. It's what you're going to do for the promoters, for the TV executives, for the merchandise sellers. It's what can you do for me in the future. Whatever you've done in the past, it's irrelevant. That goes for any form of entertainment or any form of sport.
Nobody's got more money in this business than Hulk Hogan. He is the ultimate worker. I sat with him for 4 or 5 years in WCW and watched how he manipulated that company. I mean, he was getting cuts of everybody's merchandise, not just his, everybody's merchandise. That's real. That's not fake. And it's like when I was booking the show there, and I would come to him with an idea, he'd be like, I love it, except no, because it's going to cost me money. Period. Bottom line.
And how would it cost money? Give me an idea. What does that mean?
Say he's making $1 million with pay-per-view to go out and wrestle. He doesn't make that if he's in the role of a commissioner. So I go to him, I said, man, I really could if you were the commissioner, it would give us that validity, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, doesn't work for me, brother. You're costing me money. Period. Done. Walks out of the room. Hand him a format. He's got creative control. It's timed out. He's in 3 segments. He looks at it and goes, doesn't work for me, brother. It's 7:30. I've got 17 minutes on a show that I have to fill, and I don't have anything. And we're getting ready to shoot pyro.
You understand the only reason I'm not at the top right now is fear. It's fear of what I am. It's fear of what I represent. Do you want me representing your company? I'm not about good old wholesome values. I'm not about doing the right thing. No, I'm about doing the only thing, what it takes to get the job done. I'm about results. I'm not about glad-handing to people, telling people that I'm your hero. Be like me. Don't drink. Don't take your vitamins. Don't say your prayers. Just know that I exist, and I want what you got. See, Bound for Glory, it's a step. It's a step in the long journey for what I deserve and what I want. And that's the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. You know what? Pope comes around here, and he's been complaining he hasn't got a fair shot. He hasn't got a fair shot. Well, instead of what about Pope, what about Joe?
You feel like you haven't got a fair shot?
No. I know I haven't. But I don't need to air my problems to the world. I don't need people to feel sorry for my position. Because you know what? Nobody put me in that hole, and only I'm gonna dig me out. Nobody's gonna reach down their hand and pull me up to the surface because they want to keep me underground. But it's all right. I've always dug my way out. I've always fought back to the top. And I sure as hell didn't need the bitch of the world to get it done.
Still to come on TNA Reaction. We'll hear from the 3 men competing in the main event at Bound for Glory.
Definitely they're on my radar tonight. I'm going to see what they're up to and definitely hear what they have to say leading up to Bound for Glory.
But up next is our Impact Player of the Week, Shannon Moore. Still to come on TNA Reaction. We'll hear from Mr. Anderson, Kurt Angle, and Jeff Hardy.